You may have good accounting software, or good, in this case, advertising software, but make sure that you have everything you need to make an accurate assessment of how your account is doing. This chart looks great. I mean, you have the advertising spend, clicks, average CPC, and then you have your PPC sales. So if I were looking at average CPC, I don't think it actually shows because it's so low. I make sure that the CPC is less than $1. I would suggest always. In most niches, you can actually achieve less than $1 and have success with it. You don't have to compete against high level companies, brands that are paying $6 per click. That's just way too much. It's way more profitable to get clicks with low CPCs. You could even have your PPC sales here. You have a really good PPC sales day right here. And everything is pretty much constant, not too much fluctuations. But you have a lot of fluctuations with PPC sales going from $60 to close to $500. You would think, well, everything looks okay, I guess. You're missing something here. You're missing a huge portion of your advertising metrics, your KPIs, that will allow you to make better decisions down the road. And in this case, you're missing your impressions, which your impressions are going to lead to a metric known as CTR, known as your click through rate. I always recommend that you try to achieve a point 0.3 or more or higher in your category. However, you have to understand your product category. You might be a specialty item within a generic category that most people will not like, but people that like your specialty like you, they pick you. In that instance, or in that situation, you would not achieve a point 0.3 CTR, maybe like a point 0.1 or something. You have to really move it around depending on what your niche is, what you're looking for, etc. Nonetheless, the CTR, the click through rate, is the most important KPI that you have with advertising. If you monitor your CTR, you're basically monitoring your approval rate with Amazon customers. And there's really no other way to gauge an approval rate. Do people like you or do people not like you? If you know that people don't like your item, you improve on it. And if you know that people like your item, you pour fuel on the fire. That's why you need CTR. With this chart here, it looks pretty. You can definitely send it to somebody and say, hey, here are your metrics. Doesn't it look pretty? They will agree, but they're not going to get any results from it. Make sure you look for your CTR. And where do you find your CTR? In Seller Central. Just head on over to Seller Central, get those metrics from there, and you're going to have a much better time making decisions that positively affect your Seller Central account.